under the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 20, here's second down at 5. The first carry down for Tony Pollard. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. You look at this Eagle defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 35, here's second down and 8. It's complete to Brown, right side. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the ground. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion right is Brown. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Motion left, Smith. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there. Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Pollard will take it up the gut. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Stroud. Swinging this out for Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Stroud on 3rd down now. Taking a shot for Dell here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Play here, big play. Let's make something happen. Come on. Man up. Let's do this. Hold him on the line. Big D. Keep out of the end zone. Both sides. Show them what we're made of, D.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after finding the end zone on his last kick. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts completing this one quickly.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
The kick by Elliott is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then executed.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. As Stroud now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Stand strong, fellas, stand strong. Right now, these long defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give to Pollard running left. He can't get him down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Stroud. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and it stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just playing on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now
The Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man, that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the option left, it's Hurts. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is good. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's driven into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Final play of the half. Stroud
sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run out of the gun with Swift. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now it's Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And Hurts going to move him around.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the
third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First and 10, it's Stroud. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stroud off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
You're a complete idiot.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Moving off pocket. Be patient. Get that first down, fellas.
Play action. Stroud now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They go play action with Hurts.
Dancing to his left.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Jordan Brooks with it.
And they're going to set him sharp at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Pollard.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side.
Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Stroud
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
We can see the goal line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And he fakes his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
In motion left goes Smith.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here comes 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Jay Sanders in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's Gainwell.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, what a move. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A run here with McBride.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Second down, goal to go. Gainwell. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch?
absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Elliott good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away.